All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has, we're going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So, that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which actually means, our Boudoir Facebook ad is getting into fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains. And the and that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women that happens to that are seeing our ad actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So we gotta get our Boudoir Facebook ads into their brain because that's the only chance they'll buy from us. That means we gotta have them click somewhere on it instead of simply scrolling on by, which is unique CTRL. Now, unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. Common, everyone believes it's normal. That's why it's so common, so widespread. But it's not. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause is the 3 pre-click mistakes, the 3 PCM. And more about those towards the end. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we see our universe building up here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. But we got a solution. We know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it and we've already done it a bunch. And it's pretty simple. We duplicate the original ad. We treat the duplicated one. We leave the original alone. We treat the duplicated one with Boudoir Pico, and basically we run that, and through its full treatment, and then we keep whichever one running has the highest metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one that has the highest metrics at the end. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we go from the 3 pre-click mistakes to PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. AKA, we finally got our unique CTRL above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS. It's caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And then our solution is Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So that's our universe. Now here onto my residency. So I found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there, brought them to the hospital, tested them. First one up, found out its unique CTRL is 4.3%. So discovered that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And as a result, so basically as a result, we know we can treat this with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. So that's what we did. Treat it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week. And we got the unique CTR up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend, which means if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, then, now they only need to spend 6,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. And so they no longer have to spend that money, and they actually can pocket it kind of as like a bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus. They just don't spend it because it would have all been wasted anyways. And kind of a bonus, $3,700 a month bonus. And so what that's given them is, that's given them 3,700 bucks a month, which is actually, like 40K over the next 12 months. by simply not having to burn burn that and burn that cost. And next part of my residency and the second Boudoir Facebook ad got unique CTRL up to 1.39%, or found out its unique CTRL was 1.39%, and actually, since it's under 6%, we know that BLCS is present, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and as a result, we can actually treat it with Boudoir Pico. So that's what we did. Treated it with Boudoir Pico, got its unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. And as a result, if they're spending more than 10 grand a month, if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad and get their ad into the same number of women's brains. So $8,400 a month difference. They pocket it every single month. They don't have to spend it. They keep it. It's kind of like a phantom bonus, phantom profit. And as a result, we are, we're actually, they're actually able to keep that $8,400 a month, which is like, 100 grand over 12 months, over the next 12 months, literally doing no extra work, nothing. Finally, had a patient come through, unique CTRL 5.03%. So that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we know we can treat it with Boudoir Pico. And that's exactly what we did. Took about a week. We got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. And when we did that, we actually found out his original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of his ad spend. So if he's spending 10 grand a month, $6,700 a month was being wasted. So now he only needs to spend $3,300 a month with his Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. And that $6,700 he no longer has to spend. He pockets it every single month, every single month, every single month. Kind of like a Boudoir Pico phantom bonus. And at the end of the year, after 12 months, what's that? That's, it's like an 80K bonus. Literally, 80K bonus. And so the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And we know that because, dude, just look at these numbers here. Wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. Average these numbers out, the average is probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, on average, it's going to be, five out of 10K is being wasted every single month. And we can eliminate that, put that back in y'all's pocket, approximately, 60K over the next 12 months, over the next year. And put it back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket, 5K a month, 60K over the next 12 months, approximately. So now we're going to get here, we're going to diagnose this if we believe it has Boudoir low click syndrome. First thing I'm looking at is, all right, so we got the, Boudoir, basically the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we're actually trusting what Facebook tells us to fill out for our ad is best for us and not for Facebook. But actually the consequence is way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, which actually pulls our unique CTR under 6%, contributes to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, and Facebook actually makes more money per unit time from this because more women scrolling faster ad per unit time. Facebook can serve more ads per unit time. That's why Facebook recommends us to do this. Next, we'll look at the creative. All right. Hey, this one doesn't. All right, no mistake here. All right. Next, we'll look at the see more headline. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. So let's see what we've got. We got Wave Boudoir session. Hey, you're at the right, Boudoir by Amy. All right, so I would say, yeah, this one we got the lack of context mistake. Again, super normal, super common. And the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is, that kind of believe in this headline is just, nothing special when actually it's 80% of our ad spend. So we're not really focused too much on it, and we're lacking context of who we actually need to bring in. So consequence of this, way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, pulls our unique CTR all down under 6% and contributes to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So my diagnosis, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, aka a unique CTR all under 6%? Yes, I do. I believe BLCS is present in this one. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, the unique CTR all of your Boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you decide you need to pull some more profit out of the business. You've optimized other parts. Now you're ready to plug the leaking holes in the Facebook ad strategy because that's easy to, just eliminate the waste. And you actually want to keep more money in your pocket. On average, that'd be about 5K a month, approximately, back in your pocket. Trade with Boudoir Pico, and approximately 60K over the next 12 months, over the next year. Then, well, because you're looking around the marketplace, it's getting more and more saturated with Boudoir photographers every single day. Seems like someone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing up their Google business profile saying they offer Boudoir, or if they get a new camera, got new posts in the Facebook mom groups saying they offer Boudoir, and we're seeing inflation still hitting hard for living costs, so we want to pull some money out somewhere. You decide you want to do it with Facebook ads. Put that money back in your pocket so you can achieve pre-click alignment, become a dominant Boudoir advertiser, and achieve Boudoir brain entry boosts with your Boudoir Facebook ads. So you can be on your way to becoming the #1 Boudoir photographer in your city. So if you want to do all that, shoot me a DM when I open up for new patient intake. New patient intake is closed right now, but when it opens up in the future, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.